Hey guys, Dead by Dawn at 3 here, and for tonight's Mostly Horror, I talk about one of the most popular haunted house stories and horror films of all time, and that is the Amityville Horror. I have memories about watching this film. I actually saw this film over at my aunt's house for the first time, and I remember it being very, very creepy and very, not disturbing, but it was a very, very creepy film. As you know, it is based on the murders of the DeFeo family back in 1974, I think. I think 74, but I might be wrong. And it's actually based on the book, which I have actually read the book, which I highly, highly recommend because it's one of the creepiest books I've ever had a chance to read. But this really is a very unique horror film and a very iconic film, especially with the house with the two windows that look like eyes. That's a very iconic horror imagery. This film is very good. I really think that it is one of the more best true story adaptations, because I know that it is semi-based on a true story, but as time goes on, while you understand more things about the film, about what the two people that lived in the house after the DeFeo family, George and Kathy Lutz, what a lot of has been said about it has been proven to be untrue. Especially the time date. Like, they changed their story from saying that they were in the house for 10 days and then 28. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about the actual film. Everybody knows the iconic scenes. The opening sequence is one of the creepiest scenes when Ronald DeFeo is actually going through the house shooting his entire family with a shotgun, and just seeing the outside of the house and then seeing the gunshots coming in through the window, and then the scene of the mother looking up at the house and seeing the pig. That is such a creepy image right there, and that always stuck with me. Another thing I want to talk about is the music, the opening line, the opening music, and the la 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 thing at the very beginning. Sorry, I know that sounded horrible, but I always remember that as music that always really creeped me out, and the little piano theme at the beginning of it. Very, very good. Not only am I going to be talking about the original film, the Amityville Horror, I would also like to talk about Amityville 2, The Possession. Now, I actually saw the Amityville 2 before I saw the first one, and honestly, I always thought that although I love the original, I think that the original was a much better film, I actually think that Amityville 2 is a much creepier movie, especially with the poster of it. I mean, just look at that. Such a creepy scene right there. Back. But yes, I'm a very, I really like this one. Like the scenes of, that one scene with the paintbrush of the two kids. There's a photo of it on the back. The scene of the two kids and the paintbrush going across the wall, and it says a pig on it. It has a picture of like a demonic pig. There's something about that is just so creepy to me. And, the scene of probably the oldest brother, he ends up redoing what Ronald DeFeo does. I think what they tried to do is they tried to make the story of Ronald DeFeo and the actual true murders that happened and tried to make it into a movie, but change it around so that the characters are different, and that's what Amityville 2 is. It's more of a rehashing of what happened before the events in Amityville Horror. However, it's not the same. It's not the actual family that happened. Again, like, if you want to know what truly happened on the Amityville house, there's many different websites, there's so many different books that you can read about it. Just check out if you don't know the true story behind the Amityville Horror House. But yes, this movie is one of the creepiest films. I love the sequel. It's one of my favorite horror sequels. But I also love the first one. I have them both on VHS. And I also have this 2-tape collector set. And this was the actual tape that my aunt had. She had a box that had both of these movies, and I got it. And then that's what the other cover for Amityville 2, The Possession, looks like, which I actually prefer over that cover. But I still, like I said, both films very creepy, very good haunted house stories. You know, like I said, the Amityville Horror is a definitely must-see. Amityville 2 is a must. Is also a very well-worthy sequel. As for the rest of the movies, I didn't really get into them. I liked the third one, Amityville 3D, which is also known as Amityville 3: The Demon. I actually thought that that was an okay film if you're in, but it was very, very toned down to the first two, and it did get kind of cheesy at the end. So, I always considered Amityville 3D as more along the lines of Poltergeist than the Amityville series. I felt like that it would have actually worked better if they did it like as a Poltergeist sequel other than an Amityville sequel. I don't know if I'm not really sure what I'm going with that, but yes, Amityville Horror, very, very creepy film. Highly recommend you guys check it out. And yeah, so I'll thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Hold on.